Welcome back to another episode of Ripping On. Tonight's movie, actually, I'm kind of excited to see. It's Snake Eyes. I have no idea who the character is, other than I think he is in the Marvel Universe. But it seemed interesting from the trailer, so I will be giving it a look. I'm pretty doubtful that I'm gonna find it good. Just a little heads up, due to the fact that most Marvel movies aren't that great. I find they're pretty blah, average. But hopefully I will be wrong about this one, and we will see. Yeah, so let's jump right into it. The superheroes and their tragic backstories. Like, how many times do we have to see a parent or parents being killed to make someone into a superhero or supervillain? It's so special. Can't you come up with a different way to create a superhero? Do they always have to have some kind of tragic background? Like, come on, man. Fuck, where? Ah! Okay. My frustration is just because I've seen so many of these things that literally it's like copy paste. No matter what, you copy paste the same story over and over with slight changes, and you just get either a superhero or supervillain. Like, come on, there has to be other ways to create a superhero or supervillain or a super being. Come on, man, come on. But anyways, so far the movie starts off reasonable. I mean, there isn't much to say other than it starts off okay, other than the stupid tragic backstory. Uh, and then that fuels the kid to be vengeful, blah blah blah, like all atypical. So we'll keep going. First little thing I wanted to comment on. A guy who's so adamant about not working for anyone is persuaded with just the offer of finding the person who killed his dad. His rage and anger and revenge, his want for revenge, it just allows him to switch like that. It's, oh, these movies, they can go about these things so differently. Like, he could have easily come across someone who is a good detective at finding people or something of the sort, instead of just having him switch over like that. Like, anyways, I mean, it would have played in so much better in him instead of him just being offered, "Hey, I'll find the guy who murdered your dad. Just work for me." There's no there's no pros or cons against working for me. You're just gonna work for me. Like, just do what I ask and I'll find. Like, come on. Like, he could be working for the devil for all you know, and it's like, yeah, I'll do it just to find the guy who. Anyways, Wusa, breathe. Look, I'm only like, I think 10 minutes into the movie. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna give it a shot. But yeah, let's go. Just need to to clarify. I seriously thought this was a Marvel movie, and I just saw the title and it was Snake Eyes, but it's a G.I. Joe movie. Oh, my apologies. Yes, I will switch my mind over from Marvel universe to the G.I. Joe universe. I don't know if they're even associated, but anyways, whatever. Just a little correction on my part. Anyways, let's keep going. Precisely what I mean. He decides to work for this guy. He's a fighter, and all of a sudden he's become a smuggler. Like, ah, oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. I stopped where he's doing the smuggling stuff, so let's keep going and see where this leads us. Saves a random guy. Random guy ends up being super loaded, pretending to be some little underling. Ah! And then it's like, I owe you my life. Now I have to repay you by introducing you to the rest of my wealthy life. And ugh. Okay, okay. It's I, it's the movie isn't bad so far, but holy crap, there's shit that is really annoying. Anyways, let's keep going. One act of kindness saving his life. Now he's like, I need someone who can I can trust with my life. What? These movies. Oh, they play on such a stupid little concept. But anyways, I swear I'm getting mad. But yet again, I'm getting mad, but the movie is still okay. Anyways, let's keep going. I really despise when movies are predictable. So we're at the trial where he's supposed to fight the dude and get the bowl in return, and I swear, I was like, oh, why don't you just ask him for the bowl? Just ask him for the bowl. If it's a thing about code and honor, you just ask for the bowl and he will oblige. God damn it. And then within like 2 minutes of me saying that in my head, boom, he's like, oh, why am I fighting when I could just ask him for the bowl? God damn, these movies are so stupid and predictable sometimes. Still, the movie isn't bad. What am I hearing? All of a sudden, he's like, I am the last of the clan. And he's like, he was in the enemy's den doing whatever he was doing by himself, no backup or anything of the sort. Like, where's the logic? Oh, these movies. These movies, I swear, are so stupid sometimes. Anyways, let's keep going. So I'm 44 minutes into the movie, and I feel like I want to make this stupid ass prediction, but I feel like if it turned out to be right, it would make this movie better. But at the same time, it's just a stupid ass prediction. So I'm thinking maybe the person that he's working for, the real person he's working for, the Yakuza guy, should be the guy who killed his dad, who underwent all these plastic surgeries to become this individual who wants this item or whatever from the clan that he's infiltrated. And I think that would make this movie good. But at the same time, it's too far out there, and this is why I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does, it's gonna be great. So 44 minutes in, that's where I make my prediction for this movie, if it were to be a good one. But anyways, let's see. Okay, so basically, I'm at the scene where he's interacting with one of the terrorist women who apparently wants the item inside of the clan that he's infiltrated. Now, while they're talking, she's like, "Oh, all those years of you searching for this individual and all this anger built up, blah blah blah. But yet, for the past 20 years and the scenes that we've seen of him, he hasn't been searching for this individual. Like they're just saying he has. Uh, come on, man." And yet again, it's just showing like, is his rage that much that he's blinded by everything else? Like, he's like, I'm not gonna work for terrorists. But then they just keep showing him this image of this guy, and it's like, my rage takes over and I can't think anymore. My judgment is impaired. Like, come on, man. Come on. You could have written a better script, but still, the movie isn't that bad, still. But whatever. Why? Why would you go to the thing that you're supposed to be protecting to show where it is when you have a breach? Like, why? Oh, I mean, yeah, it makes like to make the story go by a little quicker, sure, okay, but I mean, come on. Oh, sometimes movies are just plain stupid in how it's written. But anyways, let's keep going. Holy fuck. Well, apparently I was wrong. They didn't go with the idea of having the big bad guy be the one he's working for. Well, technically they did, but anyways, it isn't it isn't a bad movie for so far. I think I have like another 20 minutes left before the movie's over. Uh yeah, so yeah. I think this movie could have been better if they had gone with a different plot. But anyways, doesn't really matter all that much. Yeah. I'll probably finish it in one in another. No, no. I think I'll do another. I'll probably do two more or three more little snippets here and there because I think I have like 20 something minutes left, and I'm sure in those 20 something minutes I'll find something wrong with this. Why can't movies be consistent when it comes to fucking the narrative of their good people and their bad people? It starts to piss me off. How is it this clan who has this amazing jewel to fucking destroy everything and all this kind of shit can be so pathetically weak? Are you telling me in this whole entire movie, all those people who were trained to be assassins all their lives, or approximately all their lives, are just easily wiped out like that? I fucking hate movies like that. It's like they just want to make the bad guy look super bad, but it makes them look pathetic as shit fighting all these tiny little toddlers. Like, what the flying fuck, man? Like, seriously, I was expecting some kind of real battle or something, and it just turns out to be I'm pointing my laser fucking diamond crystal thing at you, and you just evaporate. Oh my god, I swear to god, man. These fucking goddamn fucking movies, man, they piss me off so much. Ugh. Anyways, let's keep going. Literally, the next scene after I pause, the woman, the head of the clan, decides to run out into the open, into battle, and it's like she's got one individual with her, and I paused the scene just as she ran out into the gate, and then they notice each other. Like, what? Why? Oh my goodness, man. What is up with these movies? They're so corny and pathetic. Lame. Are you joking me? Why is it good and bad guys seem to always miss each other when it comes to a fight scene? These two women, I guess the super agent for some counter-terrorist organization, and the big badass bitch from the enemy side, they're like shooting at each other with semi-automatic rifles and all that kind of shit, and they're both missing each other, and they're supposed to be badass people. Like, fucking hell, man, fucking hell. You mean to tell me this whole entire time they were fighting on that truck, carrying all those vehicles, being shot at, and all that kind of stuff? The driver of that vehicle didn't do anything, didn't stop or anything, and now you're telling me that they're able to get into one of these vehicles and drive off with it. I question some of these action scenes, and I swear, man, it's like logic goes out of the window when they decide to make things look cool. It's like, let's just fuck realism to some extent, and let's just go with what looks cool no matter what. Fuck, man, these movies sometimes just fucking make it realistic to some extent, and we'll be fine. The majority of the population, I'm sure, would be like, yeah, that's realistic. They're not gonna be like, oh my god, that was fucking amazing, but it's so unrealistic. They'll just be like, yeah, okay. But fuck, man, oh my god, these scenes, man, it's so fucking irritating to sit down and watch a movie and then to have a brain that's like, yeah, that's so fucking dumb. Like, why? What can I say? Hmm, the grandma, from looking all weak and pathetic when she was running away and then to be caught so easily, and now she can kick ass like nothing. Makes me so fucking pissed. At first, I wasn't annoyed by the 1v20 all the time. Like, I was like, yeah, it's a throwback to all the old school movies where, the big hero of the story would go against like an army, and you'd be like, cool, cool, yeah. But when it happens like 19 times in a row, I mean, it gets a little fucking repetitive and annoying. Like, fucking change it up a little bit, you know? God damn this. Okay, I just finished the movie. It ended okay. Uh, yeah, there isn't much to say about the end there because I mean, I think the last 10 minutes or so was just like wrapping up some loose ends or whatever. So that's fine. Um, I'm gonna basically jump into my verdict. So, other than being annoyed by certain scenes and stuff like that, all around, I found the movie to be all right. It wasn't too bad. It still frustrated me a good deal of the time because some of the stuff was too predictable and fairly annoying and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, the movie was all right. So my final verdict would probably be 7. I'm gonna give it 7 because you know I didn't hate it that much. I would assume that the general public would probably give this movie a 7.5 to 8. So I think we'd all be pretty much in the same ballpark. Um, but yeah, personally, the movie did annoy me, but in the end, it was still all right. I think it's a good backstory to Snake Eyes. I remember as a kid G.I. Joe and all that kind of stuff, so I remember Snake Eyes being like this silent hero or something like that, right? But anyways, it doesn't matter in the end. But yeah, yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again, but it's an okay movie. So yeah. Um, that will be wrapping up this episode, and most likely I will go with a very crazy sci-fi movie next. And I hope you guys are ready for that. So yeah, I will see you guys on the next episode.